right, we're back with Junie B. Jones and her big fat mouth. We are about to start chapter 7. Remember, there's only 8 chapters in this book, so that means there's only one more chapter after this. So, chapter 7 is called Jobs and Jobs. When I got off the bus and I zoomed to room 9, that's because I wanted job day to start very quick. Only first we had to take attendance. And then we had to say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands. Except I don't even know what that dumb story is even talking about. Then finally Miss clapped her loud hands together. And guess what? Job day started, that's what. Boys and girls, you all look wonderful in your outfits, Miss said. I can't wait to learn what all you want to be when you grow up. Who would like to go first? I would, I yelled out. Only then my bestest friend Lucille raised her hand very polite, and she got to go first. Lucille looked the most beautifulest I'd ever seen her. She was wearing a new dress that her Nana bought for her. It was the color of pink velvet. Also, she had on shiny pink shoes and socks with bows and lace on them. Lucille's Nana is loaded, I think. Lucille went to the front of the room. She reached into a little bag and pulled out a sparkling crown with jewels on it. There's Lucille with her pretty dress on. Junie B is looking so shocked. Then all of room 9 said, ooh, except for not the boys. When I grow up, I'm going to marry a prince, she said, and I'll be a princess, and my name will be Princess Lucille. Then she put the sparkling crown on her head, and she looked like a fairy tale guy. Miss smiled. That's a lovely thought, Lucille, she said. I know, said Lucille. My Nana says if you marry a prince, you're set for life. After that, Lucille said her dress costed $85, and her shoes costed $45, and her lacy socks costed $65 plus tax. Then Miss told Lucille to sit down. Ricardo went next. He was wearing a round yellow hat. It was the kind of hat you can bang on. This is called a hard hat, he said. You have to wear it when you're in a building, tall buildings, or else somebody might drop a hammer from way up high, and it could hit you right on the head. Miss smiled. So you're interested in construction, right, Ricardo? She asked. But Ricardo just kept on talking about other stuff that could fall on your head, like a paint can, and an electric drill, and a lunchbox. Then Miss said, sit down, to him too. That's when William raised his hand, only he was being very bashful, and he wouldn't go to the front of the room. You don't have to be nervous, William, said Miss. Just tell us what you want to be when you grow up. William covered his face with his hands. Super William, he said, very quiet. Then he got up out of his seat, and he jumped way high in the air, only his cape got tangled in his chair, and he crashed onto the table. After that, Super William got very sniffly, and Miss said we would get back to him later. Then lots of other kids talked about their jobs. Like a boy named Clifton is going to be a rich and famous astronaut, and a girl named Lily is going to be a rich and famous movie star, and also she wants to direct. And a boy named Ham is going to be rich and famous, boss of a big company. And he taught us how to say the word, you're fired. And here's the bestest one of all, because a boy named Jamal Hall is going to be the rich and famous president of the whole wide United States. Cool, said Ricardo. Then the other boy said, cool, too. I did a secret smile. Yeah, only not as cool as my job, I thought. Just to myself. Then I raised my hand very polite, and Miss called my name. Oh, boy, I shouted. Oh, boy, 'cause mine is even better than the President of the United States. I zoomed speedy quick to the front of the room. Then my excitement wouldn't stay inside of me anymore. A janitor, I'm going to be a janitor, I hollered out. After that, I jingled my jangly keys, and I waved my paintbrush in the air, and I clapped and I clapped. Only too bad for me, 'cause nobody clapped back. And here's something even worser. Room 9 started laughing very much, and it was mean. She wants to be a janitor, they yelled. Then they pointed at my brown pants, and they called me the name of stupid, and I didn't even know what to do, because I felt very crumbling inside. Junie B looks very sad, because all of her classmates are laughing at her. It's not very nice. And so I just kept on standing there, and my eyes got a little bit wet in them, and my nose started running very much. That's how come I covered my face up. They're not having courtesy for me, I said real soft. Only just then Miss clapped her angry hands together, and she scolded room 9 a real lot. Junie B is right, she said. Being a janitor is a very important job. You have to be hardworking and reliable and very, very trustworthy. I peeked through my fingers at her. Yeah, and don't forget the part where you have to save people from danger, I said. Then that Jim I hated laughed right out loud. Janitors don't save people from danger, you goony bird, he said. I stomped my foot at him. Yes, they do. They do too. Because one time I was eating a dangerous lifesaver and janitor made me spit it out. And also he brought his flashlight to room 9 and he saved William from the dangerous dental floss. Then I held up my jingling keys. And you see these things? Keys are what janitors unlock the bathroom door with. Or else we couldn't even go to the toilet. Then I showed him my paintbrush. And janitor paints liner cans too, I said, and painting is the funnest thing that I love. That Jim did a mean smile. Yeah, well, too bad for you, but you're a girl, and janitors have to be boys, so there. And I run to his table. No, they do not, you stupid head Jim, I said. Girls can be anything boys can be. Right, miss? Right? Right? I saw that on Sesame Street, and also on Oprah. Miss did a smile. Then my bestest friend Grace started to clap. And guess what? All the other girls in room 9 clapped too.